Once in Royal David City stood a lowly cattle shed, where a mother laid her baby in a manger for his bed. Mary was that mother mild, Jesus Christ, her little child. And Mary was that mother mild, Jesus Christ, her little child. With the poor and mean and lowly lived on earth, our Savior holy. With the poor and mean and lowly lived on earth, our Savior holy. And He cares when we are sad, and He shares when we are glad, and He cares when we are sad, and He shares when we are glad.
I went ahead and opened the day 2 of the Woolly Mammoth Advent, and this is, I believe it's indigo dyed. It's a, I would call it a sagey green, like a blue green, a light blue green. It's pretty. Wild geese that fly. I was hoping I could use it for my mitt. I was just anxious and anticipating that perhaps there'd be something I could put with that. So I grabbed my jar of mini skeins. What you're seeing is a little bit of my conclusion here. And I grabbed my volume 2 of the Dictionary of Color Combinations, Japanese book that I got on Amazon. I used volume 1 on my, actually on that sweater right there, my woolen pine stowaway. So I decided to see what would look good with this out of what I have, because I do think I want more color. I was just looking at the next motif and before I knit it. So anyway, I flipped through, I found, so going through, this is a little bit of a color lesson. What you do is you go to the index, you match a color swatch. So So I went with the top one there. I know, like, there's a little bit of shadow right here where I'm filming. Just got some early morning light. So anyway, I went with that top one. I thought that was this one right here. I thought that was the closest. And there are two color combos that I really liked. I flagged them already. So there was this one, which, interesting, right? So that's the color there. This is a chocolatey brown, what do they call it? Deep purple, but it's really like kind of a charcoal, which is awesome because I have charcoal. And then that color, a lighter version of that, which I do have in my jar. That one or that one would work. This, which I pulled this out because this is the closest. It's a little bit brighter, but I love that. And then this pale yellow, sorry, just trying to do this all one-handed. It's a little bit off from the swatch. This is a little bit muddier, dirtier color, but this I thought looked really good. So that would definitely be a possibility, along with the cream the natural, and then the light gray. And then I flipped to this one, and I got very excited because the green is in there. Of course, it's not exact, and the blue is a little off, but, and you could see it was for a print. It was designed for a print. That's primarily the greens. But look at this combo. Is this not like a cute combo? Look at it. I love it. So I'm gonna work with these. I need to cake this, but I'm not gonna knit with it today. So I'm not gonna do that, but I might knit with this yellow next. So I was recording in my car on December 3rd's morning, and I use CarPlay now, and it turns out that that's the reason why there's no voice here. I think what I was trying to tell you, this is my drive to work, by the way. I'm driving along the street that you see New York the whole way. But I think I was telling you that it's my son's birthday, and I'm going to New York later this night to meet him for dinner. But it turns out like this entire episode 2, I was really bad at capturing video when I was with someone else. Usually I remember, but I don't know why, but this year, or this time around, this last week, anytime I was hanging out with someone, I stopped. I stopped filming. I just didn't film. So, and both of us, like Ryan and I, my son, who I had dinner with, we both wanted to film, or at least take pictures of the food and stuff. We both forgot. But we ate at a lovely vegetarian restaurant. And you're going to see my route in to the city in a few minutes. And yeah, anyway, sorry about that. It is December 6th. Working on my woolen and nosh stripe of the day. It's this hot pink. It's so pretty. I'm not sure how the light is. This is morning light in my apartment. It's a little on the cool side in terms of lighting, kind of bluish tinted. Anyway, I think I've worked out with these base camp mitts, this pattern, that I need to knit about 5 inches of arm before I do the thumb. And just making sure I didn't mess up. Actually, I need my glasses. Yes. All good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I think I've worked out that I need I need to knit at least 5 inches, maybe in that 5 to 6 inch range. I'm gonna see where I'm at stripe wise when I reach 5 inches, like how many stripes I have, and then just work out how many are left. Because I figured that I could make it longer in the finger area and then do a fold back. Because that would be nice. That would make them easy, not easier. What am I trying to say? More flexible in terms of the weather. Because often I'll pull my fingers into a fingerless mitt when I'm walking and it's super cold, or it's a little chilly. I don't have a long walk to go, so I won't wear my full gloves. But wow, this is so fun. I love these stripes. I wasn't that crazy about last year's. They were a little too dark for me, a little too traditional. But this year, yeah, I love this. And it's so interesting because she called the skein complimentary cocktails. I'm sure I could find Michelle of Woolens and Nosh. I haven't done a lot of digging to figure out what that, or a lot of searching to figure out what are the cocktails or what is if there are any, just to figure it out. But what it is reminding me of so far is the movie Wicked, or the musical, the book, whatever. I read the book years ago when it first came out and loved it. But all of the iconography and aesthetic that you're seeing now for the movie is that like half the screen is pink and half the screen is green for the two characters, and that's a little bit of what's happening here. It's leaning more pink than green, but it's pink and green with like some different shades, some that are leaning more purple. But I love it. It's very of the moment. I don't know what's happening in the rest of bear in mind, I'm on the 6th color out of 24, so I'm sure there'll be some changes going on down the road there. But yeah, so fun. Just really, really loving it. And while I have you here, I do have the other mitt. I'll show you that real fast. I haven't done today's clue yet at all, and I'm only doing one mitt at a time with this, because you get one mitt done in 12 days, and then the other mitt is done in the second 12 days of the 24 countdown. But this has been really fun too. I hope I did a good job explaining the color, how I came up with the colors. Pulled out that Japanese color dictionary, and it's surprising. These are not colors I think I would have put together, but when I put them together, they worked. And I just really, really love them. Really love the whole setup. So we have another motif today that's 9 rows, and I'm going to be doing, I've been alternating light gray, natural, dark gray for the colors, for the background color, and then the secondary color in the motif, it has been this Woolly Mammoth's color sleigh bells, alternating with a turquoise fingering weight mini skein I had, and this pale yellow. I have yellow in here And then I pulled in this sage green color from Woolly Mammoth Fibers, my days 1 and 2 for Woolly Mammoth's Advent countdown this time around. So I'm so excited to be using some of it because it's, I didn't have anything in mind. So yeah, my next motif will be dark gray ground like this one, and I'll be putting in the turquoise again and the this like terracotta color. So, and I have my bottom needle, or this needle is shoved in there because it's a folded hem and it's not stitched down yet. So, although I'm in my friend group, there's debate over whether or not it's going to be a rolled hem or a folded hem. I think I'm partial to the folded hem. I don't know. I guess this would be fine too. So anyway, that's my update. I'm driving out to the Hamptons in a few hours, and I'll take you, of course, taking you along, and I'll talk to you about I'll show you as much as I can. My friend is shy, as I've said in past years, so he's camera shy, so I can sometimes film his back or his feet, but not his face. And yeah, but we're doing our usual. We'll go to some different shops, local small business shops out there, and do some Christmas shopping and just relaxing and eating good meals. And yeah, I'm totally looking forward to it. I haven't been out there since September, just because Egg got sick and I didn't feel comfortable leaving Egg, my cat, alone, or like in the care of a sitter, even though they're great and they would have been fine. So anyway, just haven't been out there in a long time, but it's really quaint and beautiful out in those villages, in those little local villages in the Hamptons, and I'll talk more about that. So this is I'm driving out to the Hamptons. This is December 5th, 6th, sorry, afternoon. And I am explaining to you about the village setup out there and how it's countryside that's very like probably parts of England's countryside, where it's a lot of rolling farmlands, but there's also beach nearby. And it's just very beautiful and quaint. It feels like you've been transported elsewhere, even though New York City is so close. If you're curious, I'm driving along the Cross Bronx Expressway, which crosses the Bronx right above in the north of Manhattan, and it's notorious for having lots of traffic, although it's certain times a day that it's really bad, and you can see the other side is, moving pretty slowly, and I'm also not moving quick, but I am moving. Lots of trucks drive on that. Anyway, yeah, so I was so bad about, I said this before, but I was really bad about taking footage when I was with my friend. So, I mean, he's super camera shy anyway, and so I have to be, creative. But yeah, sorry, I didn't take very much footage. There is some footage of the countryside and me driving into East Hampton. There's a lot of windmills, old windmills that have been restored and are maintained by the villages. Some of them are on private land, like when you drive in the back of, off the main, out of the village and into the countryside, you can see some where people have also maintained them. So you will catch a glimpse of a windmill in the footage that's coming up. And yeah, I'm sorry about the lack of content from my weekend, but just know that we had a really nice time. I did some shopping, and we did some really, some good eating, and just generally sitting, and I knit, and yeah, and enjoyed myself.
The lamp is burning low upon my tabletop. The snow is softly falling. The air is still in the silence of my room. I hear your voice softly calling. If I could only have you near to breathe a sigh or two, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love on this winter's night with you. The smoke is rising in the shadows overhead. My glass is almost empty. I read again between the lines upon each page the words of love you send me. If I could know within my heart that you were lonely too, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love on this winter's night with you. The fire is dying now, my lamp is growing dim. The shades of night are lifting. The morning light steals across my window panes, where webs of snow are drifting. If I could only have you near to breathe a sigh or two, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love on this winter's night with you, and to be once again with you.
It is the end of the weekend, the end of Sunday night. I'm going to bed very soon, but just wanted to share with you a couple quick things. Oh my God, I'm loving the mitts that I'm making, the both sets. So excited. I hope you might remember or maybe put together the pieces from last year. Like I made a pair of mitts, colorwork mitts last year, like fingerless mitts, and I lost them the last time I wore them, before it got, too warm to wear them. So I'm excited to have two pair. I'm making both for me. And other than those two mitts, I have been working, finishing up the last family member's socks for Christmas, a Christmas present. So I finished one sock. I think last week I had only had like the foot, half of the foot. It is Bear Paw by Andrea Mowry, the pattern, and I'm using some hand spun, which is why you're seeing that really pretty gradient going on with it. So they are not going to match. They're not going to be identical, but they will be siblings. Not twins, but siblings. So, and the second foot, I'm at the heel increase. So I should be done with this in the next, I hope in the next few days. And then I'll go back to working on the Mabel sweater by Joji Locatelli that is also being made. I'm also making out of hand spun. That'll be my so-called filler project around these Christmas Adventy knits. I am so sorry about some of the quality that you're seeing here, and I hope I've been sort of teasing and joking around about the music, and a few people commented last time on my Vlogmas one about the music. I had said that I often get complaints about the music, so this time I was like kind of having fun with it because I was recording myself talking over some contemporary Christmas songs. So I hope you enjoyed that, and just know that everything's tongue-in-cheek. And someone described this commenter, a viewer last week, said that my music was a little sad, I guess. So I was like, oh, I thought it was calm. I thought it was calming, but I could see that there might be some sadness. But hey, tell me what you think. It's fine. I'm not going to be offended. I promise. I promise you. I'll be good-natured about it. And but the music that you are listening to is like the best. Some of it is music that I absolutely love. And some of it is just like the best that I can find. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this week's, and I feel like it was a lot of daily life. I actually made a lasagna and I cut that out because I was just really struggling with so many clips and not clips of me just doing things. So maybe I'll save those clips for my next vlog if there's less. But doing these once a week, there's a lot to share. So trying not to be too repetitive. This week coming up, when I got home after my weekend, there was a pile of packages because I did a lot of purchasing. So I do have presents to wrap, so maybe that'll be on my to-do list for this coming week and weekend. And, I don't know. We'll see what else I get up to. I'll try to make it fun and interesting. We'll see what happens. Oh, before I go, there's a little picture of Julie, my granddaughter, with Santa. She had her Santa picture this week. They live in Texas, so I wasn't there for it, but they sent the picture and posted it on social media, so I feel like I can share it. So anyway, bye.